Dutch darting genius going head to head. And what about this for a start for Jan van Veen? Mark Webster, this is a dream final.
It really is, and it's a race to wait in the final, but it won't take long. These two will get on with it. They suit each other's rhythm. And Jan van Veen is just picking up where he left off at the World Championship. Had his scrappy game yesterday against Mandelblom, but tonight he's been on point. Dispatching of Danny Noppert, and getting rid of a spirited Nathan Asper in the semi-final. And looking 90 for his maiden World Series title.
Yeah, well, there is a little bit of an omen for Jan van Veen. This is the fourth All-Dutch World Series of Darts final, the first in since 2019. Michael van Gerwen has won all of the previous three. Will he make it a perfect four here? Well, Jan van Veen will have plenty to say about that. And he is making giant strides here in the first max of the final.
Looking to tee up a comfortable holder throw here.
140, January require 36.
He's got to work his way down. Well, Michael waiting in the wings on the 130. Will he get the chance? He's going to get the chance. That was a wild last start. That wasn't convincing from Van Veen. Will he be made to pay?
Bullseye for an early break. Michael van Gerwen right in the red bit. Van Veen looks in disbelief. He fluffed three chances. Van Gerwen steps in and takes out the opening leg. Brilliant from Michael van Gerwen.
43.
A troublous visit to start the leg, and yeah, that first down, well, he didn't stack up on top there, but that's what he likes to work with. Be on top of that bottom wire. Michael, in contrast, top wire, work his way down.
Jan will be hoping to put that behind him here, but Van Gerwen is looking for his young Dutch counterpart under pressure.
98.
Been impressed with Michael, though, in his run to the final. He stuttered and stumbled a little bit with doubles in the final leg against Gerwen Price. But generally, the throws look good. He's looked focused. Recovering from sloppy visits pretty quickly. He's not letting them fester into runs of legs. And a better version of Michael.
Little 16 for 2-0. And an early burst from Mighty Mike. And he consolidates that early break. And he's 2 from 3 on the checkouts, averaging a ton. Nice start from the Green Machine.
Yeah, that 130 checkout on the opening leg has put him in the ascendancy.
100.
Another max for Michael.
For so long, Van Gerwen, the #1 in the Netherlands, not anymore. Following Van Veen's run to the World Final at the Alexandra Palace a couple of weeks ago. But early signs here that Van Veen is under heavy pressure, and Van Gerwen is laying it on his young opponent here.
Van Gerwen started well. Van Veen hasn't. It's as simple as that.
150.
Michael's average up around 107. Van Veen just slightly below 90. And he's a real danger of going a couple of breaks to throw down here. That will help his cause, though.
Michael 113.
Well, the shot is still on. Needs treble 20, gets it. Double 19. Oh, magnificent from Michael van Gerwen. 1-1-3, a change of route on the way, but he hits the double again. It's another ton plus out. That's 2 in the opening 3 legs of the match, and this is a dream start for Van Gerwen.
60.
Just a little annoyed with himself that he didn't find a big treble. But that for me is a positive in the sense he knows he's playing well, so he expects 2 treble visits every time he goes to the board at the minute, Michael.
Another maximum. 5th in just the 4th leg of the match. High quality stuff. Look at that, Van Gerwen piling in on the treble 20 bet.
Unfortunate there, but finds a second one. In the zone, Michael.
Right, it's Van Gerwen who's first to a finish, and he'll fancy the 1-4-1. Shot very much on here. Oh, can't find the treble, but knows he'll be back, and he sets it up beautifully again.
This is some start from Michael. He hadn't had opportunities, 3 in the opening leg, but since then he's been afforded no darts at doubles. But will he get a let off here?
16.
Missed chance for Michael for a 4-leg lead and to go halfway to the title.
Is that a pivotal moment? It might be, because 2 darts at double 8. And Jan van Veen is on the board, and crucially he's got to break back. Van Gerwen knows that was a big missed chance. 3 clean darts at the double, and Van Gerwen can't take advantage. Now can Van Veen hold? Well, not the most prolific start. In fact, that is a Dutch disaster.
Yeah, after a real steal in that previous leg, we've been looking to make hay here.
90.
That's treble helped. He hasn't massively been punished here, Jan.
This is boiling up nicely. This is boiling up nicely. It's raining 180s here in Bahrain in the final.
96.
High quality stuff.
I actually thought that first dart from Van Veen wasn't favourable. He still found a max, and he's looking to grab another one here. Just shuffling to the right, and does find another one back to back.
Is that not the perfect visit from Jan van Veen? 1 right in the bottom, 1 on top, and then a 3rd one in. 1-1-1 needed. 19 will leave double 60, nearly at the double. He needs a double now, and he gets it. Back-to-back legs. It's the 3rd top-plus finish of the final. And now both players averaging over 104. And these 2 Dutch dartists are going hammer and tongs.
Well, that was a 12-dart leg from Jan van Veen, which featured a score of 30. Brilliant leg from Van Veen, but a good response from Michael here, looking to get himself a 2-leg cushion going into the first break.
134.
That's a great start. No way is it a must-win leg, but if you can go in 2 legs up at the break, it's a psychological advantage. Oh, look at this.
135.
110, the average is going up.
Not letting us down, these 2, are they? Into the 6th leg. Just got a glimpse of the averages there.
52.
Double 16 then for a 4-2 lead for mighty Michael Veen. Sent of the way to the 8 legs he needs. He's played here twice, reached the final on both occasions. He was beaten in his previous final here, but he's chasing
85.
his 17th World Series of Darts win. And Mark Webster, that is probably the best we've seen from Michael Van Gerwen for quite a while.
Yeah, it really is. I made a point of how impressed I've been with his finishing over the last couple of days. The evidence is there again, 50% on the double, statement with the 130 start in the opening leg. And bouncing back from losing that 4th leg that he really shouldn't have lost, to quickly get himself back with a bit of breathing space at that break. This is the best sustained spell of performance level I've seen from Michael, I'd say from the World Series of Darts finals in Amsterdam, when he was really on point over those 3 days.
He might not win as often as he used to do, but he is still a winner. And he's closing in here on victory. Jan van Veen is averaging around about a ton himself, but at the moment it's not enough.
Likely 142.
He may get the return visit here.
59.
Brilliant setup.
Junior require 160.
As I say that, that's the perfect first dart. Look at this from Jan van Veen. It's crucial as well.
140.
Drags it low. 4 darts, missed the doubles now.
Well, the only other time he missed was in the opening leg, and he was made to pay. Is Van Gerwen going to make him pay again? He is, right in the corner. Van Gerwen celebrates. A huge leg, a break of throw. And Van Veen, who missed tops, is punished emphatically again.
That wasn't just an 83 finish. He feels it's a pivotal moment in the match. Unlucky with the bounce out there, but still comes away with, yeah, very unlucky.
Well, Jan van Veen was blown away in the World Championship final by Luke Littler, and he's in danger of being blown away here by Michael Van Gerwen.
Look at that. In the 8th leg, it's some standard of play from both players, particularly Michael. He would be a fitting winner in his 50th World Series appearance.
Yeah, he's going to break the record of Peter Wright that he shares with him in Riyadh on Monday. And he's in danger here of extending his own record. 16 wins in these events, about to become 17. He's got a strike rate of over 50% in making the final.
And whilst wins haven't come as frequent as he'd be used to, Michael Van Gerwen, you can still see that hunger's there, that fight's there. But he still needs 3 more legs here. It's not right off Jan just yet.
Well, this would go some way to repairing the damage, but it's not to be. And Michael Van Gerwen here. He's got 2 darts for a 4-leg lead. He only needs one. Van Gerwen pumped up here in Bahrain. And why wouldn't he be? He's playing some world-class darts against a world-class operator, and he's making light work of him.
Looking to put the Dutch #1 in his place is the former Dutch #1, Michael Van Gerwen. And he's 2 legs away from taking the first World Series title of the year.
91.
Would make him the #1 seed going into Riyadh on Monday.
140.
Exciting times. Well, he's not quite going for pulling the socks up of Michael Van Gerwen, but he got to be careful he doesn't trip up. Well, we've seen bursts tonight from Van Veen, reeled off 5 on the spin to beat Danny Noppert. We saw Aspinall reel off 5 on the spin to get rid of Luke Humphries, so it's perfectly possible.
58.
Don't count him out. And when you've got your opponent 2 away from the victory line, you keep chipping away. And
58.
Jan van Veen is one of those explosive players that can play in spells. In the blink of an eye, can rattle off 3 legs. Michael will be well aware of the threat.
I think, like we said at the start, there's a very, very healthy respect between these two. They both know what they're capable of, and Van Gerwen is going to get a look at the big fish. Van Veen has left tops, but Van Gerwen not going to get to the bullseye yet.
96. Junior require 40.
A hold the throw for Jan. And that is a hold throw. That's more like a convincing leg. Gets him back within 3. Still a double break behind, though. You feel he needs to recover one of those breaks here.
40.
It's of course doable from 7-3 down, but he's just got no margin for error then.
140.
Well, that is an advantage to the 23-year-old. Van Gerwen is back in. 5th maximum for Van Gerwen. Well, that early advantage that Van Veen had has gone. And Van Gerwen powering towards a 7th leg of this match.
Timely visit. Max number 5 for Jan Van Veen. Getting in a little bit closer to those averages now, and he's getting a chance to recover on those breaks.
Well, the setup, despite that loose first start, is complete. Van Gerwen for a 3rd ton plus out, can't find the treble to start the combo. He's ready and waiting, but Van Veen for the first break back.
Back-to-back legs again. He's found 2 from 3 legs down. He's found a couple here. It's now 6-4. Both players finishing really well. Both ton plus averages. We are going to have an exciting climax here, that is for sure, whichever way
59.
This match turns.
Yeah, Van Gerwen fractionally ahead. The average is in and around a ton. A matchup that was always going to be easy on the iron, so it's proven. Van Gerwen with that huge burst of early scoring and finishing. But now Van Veen is on the prowl.
56.
No treble for Jan. Is he going to be punished here?
Just stuttering slightly on the scoring. Michael, the last couple of legs. The previous leg, the setup from 185 wasn't very good to leave 137. Ultimately gave Van Veen a couple of visits to tidy up that leg and get one of the breaks back.
Just for the first time, there's a bit of a hush here. You can feel the tension. Poor visit for Van Gerwen. Well, there's a Formula 1 car on the stage and the wheels in danger of coming off for Mighty Mike here.
58.
He would still have the advantage of one breaker throw, but it doesn't seem as convincing. He was 6-2 in front.
95.
And was hoping he'd cruise to a maiden Bahrain Darts Masters title.
140.
The difference from Jan Van Veen that maybe we haven't seen previously as Van Gerwen looks to fill up with a 171. Van Veen now knows he can win. He's a proven winner and he's looking at double 14 to get back within 1. And he gets it right in the bottom. It's 3 on the spin for Van Veen. And this game could be going the distance.
Brilliant shot from Jan Van Veen. He was asked a question from Michael with that 171 to leave 58 right in the corner. And all of a sudden, just that solitary breaker throw between the two.
Can Van Veen level up the match here? He was 6-2 down. But is he timing his run to perfection? Only a ton. He feels he could have got more there, but he's a dart in front here. Van Gerwen pounces back. He'd love a second big treble and he gets one. Good visit, Van Gerwen.
Needed a 2 treble visit, but that's perfect for Van Veen. Is it max number 6? It is. And he's going to get a chance to get this match level from 6-2 down. An opportunity at the 1-2-1.
121. January 121.
Well, we've had 3 ton plus outs in the final already. Treble 17 will leave the ball. Doesn't get it, so Van Gerwen coming back for 103. And if he can get this, he's within touching distance.
He's that treble 17, gets it. This is big. Huge visit from Michael Van Gerwen. He was just facing a little bit of a barrage there, but he goes one away from lifting the title here in Bahrain with a 3rd ton plus finish.
57.
Jan van Veen not watching, but the roar from Van Gerwen will have told him that he's one leg away from defeat, and he's gone trebleless at the start of leg 13. Jan van Veen gave himself a chance, but it's Van Gerwen taking it out of his hands.
137.
He needs 3 successive legs, Van Veen. The encouragement for him, it's the right way round. It's 2 holds and a break. First and foremost, get this leg won. Force Michael Van Gerwen to throw it out. Don't throw in a sloppy leg here.
45.
But he's in danger of doing that. Not happy with that visit.
100.
Van Veen could do with tidying this up in 2 visits. An ocean of room.
100.
And another maximum for Van Veen, who's digging deep. But it's a great visit from Van Gerwen.
82.
To keep us going. Double 16. Not moving, so we've got a clear view and uses that guy. But it's Michael Van Gerwen's chance to lift the title in Bahrain for the first time. He's got the darts. Can he start well? And the answer...
17.
Oh, I was just going to say is no, but he picked up that treble 20. It's not brilliant, but relief with that last start.
Well, the doubling has been outstanding. Look at that. Barely
90.
fractions of a point between them. Both averaging a ton. This has been a high-quality final here in Bahrain. And here comes Van Gerwen.
139.
2 trebles enough for him, you feel, from here. Van Veen needs something special. That's not a good first start for him. He'll run for cover, but he comes back with 2 trebles of his own.
A couple of treble 19s, and you think when Jan returns the board, that's going to be his first port of call. Stay there. And a dart over to the ball, you'd think.
101.
Even under this pressure, the thought process is still clear from Van Veen.
Savage from Van Gerwen. This for a level game. What a spectacular way it would be. But he's just clipped the top wire, and Michael Van Gerwen is coming back to win the match, needing 66 to win it. Can the Green Machine do it? 2 darts at double 18, and Michael Van Gerwen is your Bahrain darts master in 2026. A high-quality final between 2 high-quality individuals, but it's Van Gerwen with a record 17th win on the World Series of Darts stage. He begins the defence of his World Series of Darts final title in style here, averages over a ton, 67% on the doubles. Van Veen was...
And now, our presentation party, would you please welcome Sheikh Salman bin Isa Al Khalifa, Chief Executive of the Bahrain International Circuit, and Roy Boutaji, Managing Director of CBX. And now your runner-up, it's the giant, Jan van Veen! And now it's time to crown our winner of the Bahrain Darts Masters. It's Mighty Michael Van Gerwen!
Wow, I got to say, Michael, it certainly suits you, doesn't it? Look, you're the most successful player in World Series of Darts history. Tonight, do you feel like you've proven us why?
I don't have to prove any point, but I have to admit, I didn't have this one. I had the small version at home, so I want to have the big version. So that's why I want to win.
The bigger the better. Look, you picked up your 16th World Series of Darts title a couple of years ago in Den Bosch. So the fact that you've not won in Bahrain and you've ticked off another country, how much more special is that?
It's always special because I never won it, but people that know me, everywhere where I go, I always want to win. I always give 100%, and of course, I had a tough few years, but more important, you need to make sure you keep battling your own battles, and then to come here in Bahrain and then win this trophy, it means the world to me.
We've got to give a bit of credit to Jan there. Look, I know he's a massive, massive talent, and he did great tonight. Commiserations to you there. Look, you've got to give credit to you where credit's due, don't we, Jan? 2 finals in the last couple of weeks. So, you know, it wasn't to be yours tonight.
No, definitely not. Yeah, as I said, you know, 2 finals in the last couple of weeks, but 2-time set runner-up. So, you know, it's something to work on, but to be here for the first time, I have had a fantastic tournament. You know, Michael, being a Dutchman, I always looked up to Michael, so to play him here in the final was always going to be great, and he took out really good finishes at the right moments, and that's why he's the winner tonight.
It's hard enough concentrating on a final, but to look up and play against one of your icons, just how tough is that?
Yeah, it's very tough, of course, but you know, I'm here to win the tournament. That's why I was here, and that was the goal. I didn't succeed, but you know, to come home with this trophy is always very nice. I'm looking forward to the next tournament, but you know, Michael was a deserved winner today.
Look, this is the 4th Double Dutch World Series of Darts final. I have a feeling there's plenty more of those to come.
I think it's going to be plenty more to come. Do you know what I mean? What Gian has been producing lately, of course, with the World Championship final, and now straight away in this one, we're going to see a lot more of him, but don't worry, don't forget me as well.
Well, he's a huge talent, isn't he? And the fact that you share the same flag too, but it must feel extra great to know that this Dutchman's come out on top tonight.
Yeah, of course, he's a great talent, but I feel old now. I'm only 36.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to your Bahrain Darts Masters champion in Michael van Gerwen.